Okay, so let's just get right down to this. This figure is beautiful. Hello, welcome to another Mad Hatter review. I am very excited today because I am taking a look at the April O'Neil action figure from NECA 2.0, okay? Ghostbusters 2. So if you do know or you don't know or whatever, this is the very controversial redo of April, okay? The first one that they did was in a two-pack with a foot soldier. I have her right here, and we will do a comparison, and this is 2.0, okay? Now, I will say that, unfortunately, I am not the first one on YouTube to publish a April O'Neil 2.0 review. That honor goes to Jonathan from Nostalgia Unboxed, okay? Follow Nostalgia Unboxed, friend of the channel, great reviews, and very diligent and responsible with his reviews. I haven't seen his review yet, but I assume if you are going to review April 2.0, you of course are going to compare her to the original version.
But some of us have never had a freaking April O'Neil other than the cat one.
Oh, that's unfortunate. All right, I guess he doesn't have the original to compare her to. That's okay, buddy. I was new to collecting once too. Also, great impressionist, Nostalgia Unboxed. If you know or you don't know, he did a wonderful impression of yours truly, and I just realized I never got him back for it, okay? I am going to try my hand in impressions. Here is an impression of you.
Hey, my name is Jonathan from Nostalgia Unboxed. I'm all awkward. Quick edit.
Quirky. Quick edit again, whoosh sound.
Now here's a split screen on a wooden background. Wooden background, I said wood. I hate myself. Here are my hands.
Production. I don't have this April. Okay, impression over. I hope that wasn't too bad for a first time. Was there anything else, Jonathan?
I do want to say something to Mad Hatter.
Sorry, there's no time. Anyway, let's get to this. So, April O'Neil version 2.0 comes in this box right here. I do love the cover. Very nostalgic of Turtles in Time. Okay, if you ever played that game in the arcade, it kind of looks like this. And I just thought that this was a cool throwback. NECA, very good with the throwbacks. And then you have the side right here. Okay, what does it say? Mutant interest story. And then this side right here. Then the back right here with all the photos. And then you got April's aunt and just her interviewing all kinds of mutants. And then we're going to go ahead and open it up. Take a look at the April figure, all right? Now, I took a look at this figure before, and I have some thoughts, but I'm going to get into those thoughts in the review. I do have to mention that this image right here with the long neck, I don't know if this was the best image to go with, okay? Hopefully, I can explain those thoughts when I take a look at the figure itself. So let's stop talking. Let's stop shooting the shit, as they say, and get right to the review. I'll see you there. Okay, so let's just get right down to this. This figure is beautiful, okay? It is. I don't know another way to say it. So let me just say that here on the Mad Hatter Review channel, nothing is ever locked in until you see a figure in hand, okay? Photos are photos, but when you get an action figure in hand, that's where you make a determination. And you know, I'm always going to be honest, okay? Even if it goes back on what I said before, in the photos, that neck looked extremely long, okay? And I don't think that those photos did this figure any justice, because when you see it in hand, this is a gorgeous figure. Now, could the neck be a little shorter? I still think it's a little too long, but it is not as long as they showed in those photos, and that includes the photo on the flap in the box, okay? I don't know if the neck was snapped in right. I know my guy Gary Dolan did a video about maybe that photo was taken with the neck not snapped in. It does not look right there. It does look very giraffe-like, and in the other photos too, okay? Those photos did not do this April justice, but when you see her in hand, man, she is impressive, and the thing that I am most impressed with is her face. I believe this sculptor, I believe it's Zilu, I hope that I'm right, that does her face. He does a lot of other faces. I think he did the Jubilee. He's amazing sculptor. I think he did this one because it's kind of his style. Both heads, well, all three of the heads look fantastic. The smiling head that I'll show you is my favorite, but she looks great, man. She is, in terms of her face, I don't think they could have gotten a better face, a better sculptor, a better interpretation of this April. I love it, okay? And yeah, it doesn't hurt me to say it because we finally are getting a good April. Now, it's not a perfect April, and we'll get into why, it's not perfect, but I think that has more to do with scale than anything. So let's just dive in. What I wanted to do is not bury the lead here. I want to compare her to the other Aprils, since I think a lot of people are curious. Right, so here are all of the cartoon Aprils to date. You have Cat April, and then the new April, April 2.0, this one in the middle, and then April 1.0. And I mean, you can see right away, April 1.0 is, let's just say if 2.0 and 1.0 roll up into some club, 2.0 is getting the attention. 1.0, the problems with her are glaringly obvious when she is in the presence of greatness here. So the other things that I do notice are differences in the yellow. The one on the 1.0 has a much lighter yellow, and it has streaks of. It's interesting. It's lighter yellow, but then there are streaks of dark yellow. 2.0 seems like it's a darker yellow throughout. The other thing is, and I think this would have helped, is the 1.0 has, you can't see it, but if I move the head, she has like lines on the neck, if you can see that right there. This one doesn't. I actually think the 2.0 would have been helped if she had, and also on the clavicle area. I think it would have been helped if she had that. I mean, if you're a customizer, that's probably an easy fix, but I think the lack of any paint on where the chest meets the neck up into the head definitely makes it look a lot longer than it is. Another thing I noticed right away is that 2.0, how do I say this in a gentlemanly way, is a little more gifted in the in the torso area. Did I do it right? So yeah, that's another difference that I see. The hips pretty much look the same. Here's the back. So some pieces stayed the same. I think everything torso down it remained the same, but then torso up, you can see that this one, she has like a lot more of a flatter but kind of womanly back. This one is kind of like sunken in. I don't know another way to say it, and sort of like shrunk a little bit, like the shoulders kind of like bunch up there. You line them up this way, it's obvious that 2.0 is a bit taller, and I think that does work. And oh my god, the 1.0 head is ginormous. Holy shit, it's so obvious now. I just want to give you a height differentiation, then I'll compare it to the turtles and just kind of give you the perspective on that. What I wanted to do now too, because this is something I've been very curious about, is show you how the heads look on each one of their bodies. So I'll take the 1.0 head, put it on the new body, and then I'll take the 2.0 head and put it on the old body. Here's what they look like switched around. I will say that big-headed April, if you do like that April, looks better on the new body, but I still hate that head, especially knowing that this other head exists. So this is old head on 2.0 body, and here is new head on the 1.0 body. This one looks good. It looks proportionate, but I don't know. There are elements of the new body that I like. I do like that the collar is popped a lot more. I do like that she's taller. So, I don't think that this April combination, this Frankenstein, is like the perfect April. She still feels like she still has that, I guess she's not hunched over, but I also don't love this collar on the 1.0. Now that I'm looking at the 2.0 collar, I'm not in love with it. But here's the cool thing about having this April, the old body, because if you want, she has two alternate heads, and I mean, she has the blindfolded head as well. So what you could do is you can have one of the new heads on the new body, and then you can take one of the other new heads and put it on the old body, and then you can take this gigantic head and, I don't know, put it on a pike or something and put it next to your figures as a warning for other figures. I don't know what you want to do with it. I'm going to put it away. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be using the OG body for something. Maybe I'll bind her up in this thing and, like, I don't know, use this bondage April, do something crazy like that. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys how this switches out. And here is April with the other head, the smiling head, and I can even bring this up close to the camera. I think this head is really, really nice. I was trying to figure out for the longest time who this April reminds me of. Kind of reminds me of that actress, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, if you ever saw her in Scott Pilgrim and a few other movies. But I definitely see an inspiration there. And I like both of these heads a lot. They did a really, really great job on it. And I don't know, if you see this up close, the neck does become a lot less bothersome. It's still there, okay? It's still not perfect, but I think people are going to be happy with this figure, and that is what is most important. So let's just go over some accessories, and then we'll do articulation here. Okay, let's get some hands right here. So we have some pointing finger hands, piece hands right here, 2 piece hands. She comes with a lot of different hands here. Palm hands. Then you get these stop palm hands right here. And then you get these thumbs up hands. So lots of different pairs of hands, more than you're ever going to need. I feel like this is like a Super 7 figure with all the hands. Then the bondage April, the white blindfold right there. She's not happy, so you want to tie up April, do some kind of weird stuff I don't want to know about. You can use that. Once again, here is the regular head that was on there. Again, this is the 1.0 body, but you take a look, that is a very, very nice face. Then she's got a plant right here. Okay, you could always use a nice plant. The what was that? The jade hamster. I think that's what it was from the episode right there. It's all adorable. I think this isn't not the first time. I don't think that we had this accessory. Correct me if that's wrong. At the tape recorder right there with the wire and the microphone as well, with the channel 6 right there. Of course, I had it in her hand, but the other channel 6 sans wire or tape recorder. Always need a good turtle comm to call your friends. Yeah, camcorder here. I don't have the other one that Vernon holds, but I think it's the same one, although this one looks kind of small. Actually, this one might be smaller, but yeah, it's got the handle that moves. You get the channel 6, and yeah, look at all the paint there. It's a nice piece. The hare and the tortoise book right here, it does not open, but you get the turtle on there with the number 1. This Venus flytrap plant, okay. Audrey 2, Little Shop of Horrors. You can kind of recreate that. I don't remember what this was from, but yeah, it's got all kinds of nice purples and blues on there. Of course, you need a pizza monster, okay. Can't have enough pizza monsters, so you get another one in there. And you get Aunt Agatha, okay. Does this mean that Aunt Agatha is confirmed as a figure? I would not be surprised. They are pretty much making everybody, but there you go. Then I thought this was so cool. You get this little clamp device that locks down April. So it opens up. How's it open up? It's got a hinge right there. You can open up that way, and then you can put her in there, do all kinds of bondage stuff. And yeah, this is a really, really nice piece. This, I think, will only fit April. I mean, maybe Irma or somebody thin, but yeah, you could definitely use this for all your display needs. Let's talk articulation. The head goes up about that much, goes down about that much, swivels side to side, okay? There's a lot of neck room to move the head around. And then you get the shoulders. Shoulders go up about that much, no bicep swivel. They do have kind of like a double joint at the elbow. It's a little weird, but you can see it's kind of almost forms like a rectangle because it bends this way and then it bends that way. And then you have a hinge right there and then a rotation at the wrist. You get a torso pivot right there, so she can do just a few things right here. And yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to put my finger on there, but there's not a lot of places you can grab onto. You can basically rotate the whole way right here, and then you can spread the thighs that much. It is a double knee joint, but I do have to heat it up a little bit. There is no boot cut, but there is a nice rock at the foot right here, and then a hinge right there at the ankle. Okay, and here is April. Next is some choice figures here. Mainly, I wanted to show you what she looks like next to a Ninja Turtle, next to Leonardo right there, because what is interesting is she's a wee bit taller than Leonardo. And I know this doesn't fit to what a lot of people are used to in the cartoon. I'll put a screenshot up there, but typically April is presented as a solid head taller than the Turtles. I think the problem runs into specifically Shredder. When this line was made way back when, Shredder was one of the first guys that were released, and he kind of set the bar for what how tall the humans are in comparison to the Turtles. Now, on its own, it's fine. Shredder is taller than the Turtles, but then you need to find a middle ground, okay? Because I don't think you can, I don't know. In April, the size of Shredder might be weird. I mean, here, let's just do it this way. April, if you kept her animation model, would probably be the size of Shredder in comparison to the turtles, but then it would leave nowhere to go because then April would be the size of Shredder. You see where I'm going? It's like, I think if you know, everything was perfect, then maybe way back when they created this, maybe Shredder is just a little bit taller, and then that kind of leaves you a place to go, because I think that it should go Shredder, Casey Jones, probably like tallest, then April, then the turtles. But you know, there's not a lot of middle ground, so it is what it is. I'm fine with it. I do like that she's at least a little taller than the Ninja Turtles. Here is April, cartoon April with Mirage April, aka Cigarettes April. Hard living April. I just want to show you guys the comparison here, and yeah, it looks good. All right, so final thoughts. I think this is a really, really nice April, and I think people are going to be really, really happy with this April, considering where we came from. Look at this April. Looks like she's holding like a Mardi Gras version of her own head. It's wild how big that head was. But you know what? NECA did a good job. I got to give it to them with this, and the face is beautiful on this April. I think it's just awesome, and kudos to the artists that made this. So that is it. Again, YouTube first review of 2.0 April, and remember that. No, I'm joking. Follow Nostalgia Unbox. He really is a good, sweet boy and makes really cool products. But that is it. Let me know what you guys think about April 2.0. I'm loving it. And let's take some pictures and let's show you those pictures in 3, 2, 1. Bye-bye.